Boy, Trump laid the smackdown. Aram, I know you wanted to speak on this. Let it rip, Aram Hernandez from Waco, Texas.
All right, what's up, Nino? Thank you for having me on. So, first off, I would like to thank President Donald Trump and Vice President JD Vance for taking a stand and standing up for the American people. It was beautiful. It was epic. I was watching it, and right before it started, the Royal Rumble started, I took a sip of my Dr. Pepper, and you hear Trump say, "No, you're not going to tell us what we're going to feel," and then he starts pushing them, and you see Zelensky put his hands, and I said, "Yeah, baby, we're back, we're back." And a lot of people don't understand is that the president and vice president, they weren't bullying this man, and wow, how demasculating that must feel for Zelensky. But that's what you get when you act like a spoiled child. I couldn't believe it. Me as an American watching this man who didn't even have the decency and the respect, especially as a world leader, to show up dressed the way he was, to come to our White House in the Oval Office, speak to our president, asking for more money, demanding we do this and that, otherwise it'll be your problem. How dare you, sir? I've watched you the past couple of years come every 6 months. Oh, we need more money. If you don't help us, then Russia will be your problem. And they give it to him. But now, Poppy's back in. And the other day, Zelensky was throwing his foot. Well, you have big ocean, but it's not a problem for you now. But don't tell us, it's gonna be our problem. No, don't you think? Oh, it was beautiful. We're back, baby. Like I said, me as an American citizen, I felt, for once, especially over the past couple of years, that somebody was finally standing up for me and other fellow Americans that feel that we have been ignored, especially the past couple of years. Because what were their primary concerns? Illegal immigrants. Oh, Ukraine, NATO. Oh, we got to send condoms to Gaza. Wow. But the other day, perfect example of what a leader is and what he's supposed to be. It wasn't about them when they were speaking to the Zelensky. No, they said, stop disrespecting America and the American people. Let's
Man.
go, baby.
It was amazing when I saw it. I couldn't believe when I saw them going back and forth. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think it's just this immigrant mindset. They don't understand, right? I think Zelensky just can't get right, bro. There's a culture barrier, there's an entitlement barrier situation, and there's a language barrier. So I think this is just the kind of a common occurrence with immigrants or people that are not from here. I don't think really Trump can really deal with these people correctly, bro. He made a fool of himself. I heard that Ukraine officials weren't happy with him. His ambassador that was with them had her head down. It was embarrassing. A lot of people were a lot of people loved it, but then a lot of people said that it wasn't good for us because we lost the deal. But let's be honest, Trump kicked him out the White House. He didn't freaking tell him bye, and Zelensky was trying to stay. They said, and Trump wasn't having no part of it. Your thoughts on people saying that this was a bad look on Trump? Go ahead.
For those people that say that it looked bad on Trump on what happened and what conspired. Okay, well, how about I send you a bunch of videos of Zelensky, before he was president, dressed in little booby tassels and other little weird outfits, shake it, no, and he's been taking our taxpayer dollars, and you're saying that President Trump and JD Vance were in the wrong. I guess we weren't watching the same live that was going on, because what I saw was a man that, all like they said earlier before that, all he had to do was show up, sign the peace deal that Trump and Mr. Vance had laid out for Mr. Zelensky, which they worked very hard to do, and have lunch. That's it. He keeps saying he wants peace. He wants this and that. Oh, well, we must have security, though. Well, guess what? Part of that deal was us having a deal with them to work inside their country to extract their minerals, to also pay back all the money they got from us. And that's not extorting them. No, they definitely owe us some money, but that also your security deal. Your security guarantee. Because if Russia were to break that ceasefire, we're in there, that country, extorting their minerals and anything else we agreed with. So that's your security. That's your guarantee.
He didn't get that part. He didn't get it, bro. And here's a fine example of what it used to look like with Biden up there and with Trump and Vance, bro. Your thoughts on how JD Vance backed up Trump instead of being like, let me show another picture. This lame over here, everybody's least favorite VP over here. If I got the picture right here, there's
Kamala.
there's Mike Pence, bro, not doing nothing, and there's Bulldog
Oh
JD
yeah.
Vance. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that from 2016-20. Just every time. You know, it's not that even Trump needs the backup, but you know what? It made me feel really good, to see JD Vance step in, and he even, said, forgive me, Mr. President, but I must speak on this, calling Zelenskyy out. But Vance, he also knew where to not overstep his boundary, but he couldn't help but chime in and also point out that Mr. Zelenskyy was being very disrespectful, and this is not how this should be done, and you should be appreciative of President Trump for what he's gone out of his way to try to broker a deal of peace for you. And look how you're acting. It's very disrespectful for you to come here and do that. And I loved it. It just goes to show also, a true moxie in men that's missing today. And JD Vance, him as a Marine, I think he displayed the perfect of, being second in command, not overstepping his boundary. You also saw where uh, Zelenskyy was like, "Oh, he's being loud," and Trump's like, "No, he's not being loud. He's not being loud." You know, he did it perfectly. It was a perfect tag team match, which it wasn't even trying to be. JD probably didn't even want to speak, but he felt compelled to. And like I said, they weren't just sticking up for each other. No, they were sticking up for us, the American people.
Yup.
And to me, there was nothing wrong with it. For everybody out there crying, go move to Ukraine. You love them so much. Go move to Ukraine. I don't see any of y'all. We must go grab a gun, go move over there.
And real
It's
quick,
America first. We're back, baby.
amen. And real quick, that's what class looks like. Masculine men in the White House not playing games. You ain't gonna play with Trump, simple and plain. Final thought process on this is Trump basically kicks him out. He made a fool of himself, and that's all there is to it. Basically, he let him know that we're not playing games, and Zelensky messed up. He had a deal on the table, and again, like I said, he can't comprehend. The dude's a weirdo. I believe he's on
Yeah.
he's on substances, to be honest, and he was made a fool of himself. And Trump ended up kicking him out at the end. It was no good for Zelensky. I don't care if people say it wasn't presidential on Trump's end. You're not going to play with the American sitting president. You're not going to play with his people, his voters, and his country. Final words in the whole ordeal. Go ahead, Aram.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I don't care what anyone says. We that's exactly what we voted for.
Yup.
Somebody to take charge and stand up for America and Americans first. Because, like I said earlier, for the past 4 years, all we saw was, yeah, we must give this country billions of dollars, that country billions of dollars. We must give Ukraine weapons to defend their borders, but they don't want to secure ours. No, this was amazing. It was epic. And once again, President Trump, Vice President Vance, from me and also millions more that voted for you for the other day, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Awesome. And with that, y'all, we appreciate y'all watching. We just want to do a quick breakdown of the whole situation. Memes galore and much more. Zelensky just looked like a total creep, loser. And, I honestly believe he don't want peace. He can't comprehend,
No,
like Trump said, he don't have the cards. He don't have the leverage, and he's not going to use the American tax-paying citizens' dollars, and he's not going to use the USA to help further his endless war. That's all he wants to do is
yeah,
use our money
yeah,
to fund this
yeah,
freaking endless war,
yeah,
and we're not
yeah.
for it. Go ahead.
The bank's closed.
It's
The bank is
closed.
closed, Mr. Zelensky. Sorry. You must know. You must learn to fight for yourself and learn. Sorry. We can't. Big brother can't always fight for you. You're going to have to learn how to do it for yourself. Oh, you need some money? Well, you better ask your cousins in Europe.
Or,
Bank's closed, baby.
or go to see Prince Charles. He's over there with Prince Charles right now. I'll pull that picture up
Hmm.
real quick. Let him go over there and
Wow.
hug him. There he is with Prince Charles. And he's with he was with someone else too. Look, here's another one. He was with this guy. I don't even know this guy's name. Where's he at? I got it. I had it somewhere.
Nino, sorry for interrupting you, but I'm sure just like you've noticed over the past few years, especially me, Zelensky's, in a war in his country with a invading army there, but yet he has time to go on all these different, lavish events. You've seen him on, that yacht. He was on the cover of Vogue magazine with his
Yeah, he's a
wife. He's
fraud.
going to like, what are you doing? Don't you have a war to be fighting? That, and every 6 months you're coming back for billions more? Like, where is this money going? And you're right. He wants, if the war stops, the piggy bank closes.
There he is with the UK Prime Minister over there hugging him. You go
Wow.
give him some money. Anyways, with that, thank you,
Yeah, give
Aram.
him some.
God bless you, brother, and thanks everybody watching. We're out of here. Thanks, Aram. Later.
Thanks, Neil. Appreciate it.